You may remember a little while ago that I bought my first ever Lego set from an auction. I'll leave a link to the video down below, but it was this set, one of the modulars I've been looking for ages, one of the remaining 5 modulars on my modular shopping list, the detective's office, and I got it for, once you included the hammer price, which is the admin fee basically you have to pay at the end of an auction, plus delivery, just shy of £270 for a previously built used set. As you can see, it comes in an open box, but it is a box that is in pretty good condition, and all of the Lego has been put back into numbered bags that I'm hoping theoretically correspond with the original numbered bags. That is my hope anyway. We've also got the instruction manual. I think we've got 4 different numbers across the bags. So I guess the way to check is to get into the instruction manual and see if it is 4 steps. Obviously on these older Lego sets, you didn't get anywhere near the amount of numbers of bags as us modern Lego collectors are spoiled with. This manual feels like it's never even been opened. I wonder if they used the app when they built it originally. There you go. That's what you could buy on Creator 3-in-1 at the time. But yeah, it is 4 sets of bags. That's a very nice looking parrot. That's a mad though. Adverts for other sets within the instruction manual. Like part way through, we've got an advert for various other modulars there. But I think they're all other ones that I've got. So we've got the detective's office, the Parisian restaurant, and the Palace cinema at the end there. But yeah, 4 steps, 4 sets of bags. It's got to add up, right? I need to turn this into a Mills plate, and then we can get it built and see what we got for our £270. I think price-wise, it was roughly maybe a little bit under what you would pay on eBay, or probably quite a lot less than what you pay at a Lego convention. I don't know that I got a super mega bargain. I also don't know that I've got all the minifigures. I don't know that I've got all of the pieces. None of it has come checked. The Lego looks clean and in good condition though, which is better than the last used set that I got off of eBay. So I guess the thing to do now is build it, have a look at it, and decide if I'm going to take part in the next one of these auctions, which I think takes place in a couple of weeks, and I still have 4 modulars that I'm trying to get a hold of. So is this the way to do it? That's what I plan to find out in this video. Let's get building. And my Mills plate is done. It's around somewhere. There it is. I've decided to go for the half green, half grey. Didn't have any brown, which was the colour of the original base plate, and only had 2 of the grey ones left. So I've got the grey ones at the back of the plate, which is the bit that's going to be exposed a little bit around the back of the building, and the green bits at the front will be completely covered up, apart from a tiny little bit over a drain, which I can choose to ignore and be happy with, and it's fine. I'm about an hour in. I'm still working on step 1, but a couple of points to note. 1, this has been an absolute dream so far. Every piece is spotlessly clean. Every piece is perfectly sorted. I've had no trouble finding anything. I've got all of the minifigure parts. The instructions are impeccable condition. I don't know if it's the auction company or the person who owned this set previously, but whoever's gone through, firstly, whoever owned it has looked after it way better than I look after my Lego, and then has taken real care packaging it back up for sale. Like I say, whether it was the owner or the company that did the auction, I don't know, but round of applause for them for sure. But secondly, what a set this is. Look at that little interior on the little pool area. The little pool hall that you've got on the side there. The minifigures are the old style minifigures, just with the standard like minifigure smiley face. I don't actually know what year this set is from. We've got a copyright from 2015, so 10 years ago. I feel like 10 years ago we'd moved on from these minifigure faces, but maybe I'm wrong. But I've built, I mean, this is the 16th of the 20 modulars that I've built so far. I've obviously done some with some more detailed interiors than this, and some much more basic interiors than this. This feels like something of a crossover point though. It's about halfway through the life of modulars as they are currently at the time of recording. And we've got cool detailed interiors. We've got a whole pool table going on in there, a minifigure holding a pool cue, a dartboard, an actual spinning fan on the light above it, but with the old style minifigure faces. And I don't think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think there is another modular, certainly that I've built so far, and I'd have to look at the official release order to see if I've done the ones directly before and after this, but I don't think I've built another modular that has the combination of cool detailed interior but old style minifigure faces. I feel like this might have been the point where modulars as we know them now started, with the really cool detailed interiors. Maybe I'm wrong, but I am loving this so far. And I'm going to crack back on.
And let's get step 1 done. I love these older sets. So few steps. It's madness.
Well, that is the end of step 1 of 4. It looks fantastic. Not a single missing piece. Possibly the most confusing thing is we have all of this left over, some of which are pieces we haven't even used at all. So I don't know if they've just put a scoop of extra Lego in to give us some extra pieces, or if these are pieces that are left over from the other sections that were maybe put in here by mistake. But like I say, not a single piece missing from this section, and it is all spotlessly clean, no sun damage, no broken pieces, nothing is dirty, there's no dust. It is genuinely incredible. It feels like it's been assembled once, put in a display case in a cabinet where no dust or air can get it, and then just reverse built and put into bags. And then similar to what Five Guys do with their fries, just put a scoop of extra loose pieces in at the end of things that we just haven't used. Obviously, I'm going to keep these to one side in case they're relevant later in the build, but colour me impressed. I will be buying, I think the company is Vectis Auctions. As it stands right now, I will be buying from them again because I need to test if it's them or this particular person who had this collection, or a combination of the two. But I'm impressed.
Impressed that I've just gone straight on to doing step 2 immediately afterwards. I had planned to spread this build over a few days, take my time with it, really enjoy it. But I was enjoying it so much that I've just kind of got on with it, and I don't think I'll ever stop because it's so much fun.
Halfway through the second step, and this set continues to delight. We now have a little barbershop in there, which I'm showing you now before we put the walls on. But how cool is that? And it looks like the entrance comes in from the side as well. And then we've got this little staircase around the back that I guess maybe, is this a passageway? Oh, the police lady's hat just fell off. But yeah, this is a really, really nice set. I am enjoying myself.
Good to hear it, Past Kev, and I've got to admit, I'm a little bit jealous of you. I wish I was building this set again rather than watching you do it, because you do make it look so much fun. But we are coming to the end of the ground floor, which is the end of bag 2.
Well, we've made it to the end of bag 2, and this is very quickly becoming one of my favourite modulars that I've ever built. Remarkably as well, every single piece for stage 2 was present, not a single piece left over. I still don't know what the mystery extra ones were for before, but there we have Al's Barbershop. So we've got the bit I showed you before, the little interior, and we've got the sign using the same technique we've had on a few of the different modulars at this point. I know it's on the pet shop. I think it does the dates on the town hall, and I want to say the fire station as well. So it is cool and Lego-y, and I like it. We've got this little alleyway that runs through between where we've got the pool hall and the barber shop, comes through there, actually goes all the way through so you can come out the back. So I'm already thinking this might be a good thing to set Diagon Alley up behind in the Lego City. That might be quite cool. And then you've got this little staircase that leads up to where I think this is where the actual detective's office is, up on top. But I think we've got 2 more things to go up on that top layer. But that is such a lovely build already. The detail on both of those little shops are fantastic. And it's going to look so cool in the city. It's 9:30 at night. Normally I'd be getting ready for bed. I'm really tempted to do the third bag, or the third stage. Or do I save it for tomorrow? I don't want to get this all done in one day. I only started this at 4 o'clock today, but I am having such a fun time. It's ages since I've built a modular. It's so cool.
Editing Kev here, just jumping into the video to let you know that Brick Prize Draws, our Lego City Studio sponsor, have got themselves a detective's office just like this one, to do a prize draw on. It's starting this weekend, and you can enter by following the link at the top of the description. And if you win, let me know, because I always like it when people from our community win a brick prize draw. Thanks again to Brick Prize Draws for sponsoring the LEGO Studio. And make sure you check out their excellent website, because it's not just Detectives Office they've got prize draws on for the moment. I'm having a little look now, and as you can see, they've got Jack Sparrow's pirate ship, a lighthouse, Bricklink stuff, all sorts of bits and bobs going on at the moment. So make sure you go and check them out at Brick Prize Draws/Block Party. And it is now the next day, and we are just carrying straight on with this awesome build. This is the start of step 3. So I've moved the base floor off of the table to make ourselves a little bit of room. We've built the base plate there for what is going to be the first floor, or I guess if you're in America, the second floor. The first floor is the one above the ground floor if you're in the UK. And we've got a complete building that goes all the way across, rather than being separated by the tunnel like it is on the ground floor. And we've got a couple of little self-contained units, which I'm sure I'll show you in just a moment as I finish off step 3.
Well, it is the next day, and we have completed stage 4. And I mean, we are this close now to this being my favourite modular. I just think it's absolutely fantastic. Let's have a closer look. So you can see there we have our detective's office. We've got our detective and his client in there. We've got a little safe that has a briefcase with a donut in and some money. We've got this little secret compartment with a letter hidden behind it on the wall there. We've got this really clever mechanism for the fire escape that kind of opens up and just locks that into place. So that's now locked in. We've got a little bathroom down in the corner there. That's where the staircase comes up from below and then goes up to the next level. And we've got this little balcony area out the front as well. And of course, the sign for Ace Brickman, Private Detective. I've not actually put it on the bottom layer yet. So let's get that back up here. People sometimes ask why I use Mills plates. That's why. One-handed from the side. But whereas we've got the 2 separate buildings with the tunnel through on this level, this next level up is all one complete piece, which we just need to line up and then push into place. And then we have the stairs that come up from below, which you can see there's the stairs coming up from below, and you come around onto this little landing area and you can go up another level. There's the bathroom, which presumably is a shared bathroom. Ace can use it. There's Ace's office. So Ace is above the Highlander, which is the pool hall. And then we've got Al's the barber there. And then that is our little, shut Al's door. That's our little alleyway through to whatever is behind this. And now I can see that that's enclosed in like that. I am becoming more and more likely to make that in the city the pathway that leads through to Diagon Alley. I think that's what we're going to be doing. Once again, that stage used every single piece that I had available, none left over. So I still don't know what the little pile there from the first step was, but that is the first 3 of 4 steps complete. So we now just need to do stage 4, which is another little building area, another room. I don't know what the room is, but something else on this side, and then just a flat roof on this side, and then we're done. And I'll be quite sad. It's been such a quick build as well, because it's all been nicely looked after and nicely sorted. I think we're probably only 4 hours into the build, which is remarkably quick for a modular building. I don't know how many pieces this is. It's got to be over 2,000 though. It's lovely. I really, really like this set. I can't believe I didn't get it sooner.
Now, past Kev, you know exactly why you didn't get it sooner. It's because it's so bleeping expensive, because it's old. It's the same reason you still don't own Brickbank or the Grand Emporium, which are very much sets that I will be keeping an eye on in the next one of these auctions, because if this is representative of what all of these auction sets are like, this seems to be a huge upgrade from eBay. I only ever bought one modular from eBay. It was that Fire Brigade that I got earlier in the year, and that was a filthy disaster with missing pieces. This has been a breath of fresh air, and we are just finishing it off now. So let's have a look at the finished thing.
And there we have a finished detective's office. So we've added this top bit on, which is just a little roof with a little cooling tower, or water tower, and I guess not a cooling tower. Inside there, we've got a little kitchen situation, presumably for the people who work in the building to come and use. I don't think we've got anywhere. No, there's nowhere for anyone to live in here. So that's just a little staff room area, I guess, for them to make their beverages and reheat their delicious lunchtime soup. We have got the very cool pool sign, which, now seeing how cool that looks, does make me want to add the hotel sign to Cafe Corner, which on my version it doesn't have. We've also got a little newspaper dispenser at the front with actual newspapers in, which is very snazzy. And we added a tree and a lamppost, and it looks very, very cool. I love the little alleyway that goes all the way through to out the back. This roof is a little bit unstable. It's fallen off every time I've removed the top bits, but I guess once it's all in, we're not going to remove the top bits very often. Only 4, I think, or 6 minifigures. 4, 2, I think 6, I think. And they're all in position inside the building, so we'll probably take them out when we get it in the city so that we can have them exploring a little bit. But that was a genuine pleasure from start to finish. Pieces wise, the only leftover pieces we've got are these ones. These were the ones that were left over from stage 1. Every other stage was exactly the right number of pieces. We had nothing missing, nothing broken. We had nothing dirty. It's all absolutely spotlessly clean and well looked after. Weirdly, we have a missing piece there because it's fallen out inside. So man with pool cue has now fallen over. One moment, I must have knocked that off when I took the top off. Pop him back in. I don't know why he's brought his scissors with him to play pool, but he has. So we'll assume he's not a terrifying threat to public safety. And now we'll pop the top 2 floors back on, and they'll actually hold in place now. There we go. Beautiful. What a great set. I think I probably have to buy another one of these at auction now. Not another one of these, another modular at auction from Vectis. Again, I'll link to them down in the description below, but I need to know if it's them or just the person whose collection this is from, or if they just ensure that everything is fantastic quality. But this is, you wouldn't know this wasn't brand new, and I'm absolutely delighted with it. And it was so much fun to build, and I cannot wait to get it in the city, and that will be a video coming very soon. Let me know down in the comments if you've had success buying from online auctions or I guess disasters. I want to hear your stories, and what's the best condition used set you've ever come across, because I can't see how it could possibly be in better condition than this one. It is genuinely sparkly and looks brand new, and I'm so happy with it. But if you've enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for loads more LEGO content. And thank you very much for watching.